lollipop, lollipop, la 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 lollipop, lollipop, boom, 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 boom.
Be sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How's everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Birds of Prey, even though it should have just been called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as you can see here, we do get a very basic looking style box for this Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. So we do get the window right there on the front of the box. On the window in pink does say SH Figuarts Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, and then we do get some X and O's as well. Then we do get the Tamashii Nations quality sticker, and then on the bottom here we do get an image of Harley Quinn from the movie. Says Birds of Prey. I'm not going to say the rest of it because it's just ridiculous. Then we do get the Tamashii Nations and Bandai stamps, and then here's the bottom of the box with the blah 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 stuff nobody cares about. Then here's the top of the box, and then one side there with another image of Harley Quinn from the movie. There's the other side of the box, and the back just has a few poses you can get the figure into along with some of the accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure, but to take a closer look at this Harley Quinn, which will probably be the only character that we will see from this movie, which I'm perfectly fine with. But a black mask would be pretty cool as long as he had the black mask head sculpt. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Tamashii Nations did a decent job with this Harley Quinn here. This definitely is not my favorite version of her. I don't really like the gold overall look for her. I like her more, but I do like her look much better in Suicide Squad. And if you do have the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad figure, you can swap the heads and the hands and stuff, which is pretty cool. But the face sculpts, just like with the Suicide Squad version, do resemble Margot Robbie very much. They are spot on with the face sculpts for her, which is a huge plus. Much more cleaner paintwork with the lipstick this time around. The Suicide Squad one, the lipstick paint was a bit off on a few of the head sculpts that I had. The eyes look great, the tattoos look great. We got one like on her jawline right there, one on the cheek. So really nice job on the face sculpts. We get some earrings in the ears there. The hair looks good, it's just bland, man. The sculpt of it would look so much better if they added another shade of paint in there. Such a bland looking hair sculpt here, man. I mean, the sculpt of it looks pretty good, but there's no shading at all on this figure, which to me is pretty disappointing. The pigtails look pretty good though. We get a little bit of that pinkish paint in the right one and the blue in the left one there. And they are articulated as you see. Then we do get her necklace, which looks pretty good. It is a separate piece, as you can see there, so you can remove it if you really wanted to. The torso here, so we do get her pink sports bra type looking thing. Some tattoo up on her upper left chest there. Do get some very clean paintwork where the pink meets the skin tone there and where the gold meets the pink as well. The sculpt on the overalls look great though. They did a fantastic job with that. Even with the paintwork for the pink on her shirt there, we get a buckle sculpted on the side of her torso as well. Back of the overalls look pretty good too. And the overalls on the torso is a bit of a softer plastic, but they did add a point of articulation at the torso, but it's so difficult to move it. It's kind of pointless. But they did a nice job with the torso there, as you can see. I love the way the tattoos look on this figure. We've got another tattoo on her right shoulder, one around her right wrist. Both look great. No tattoos on the left arm there. And then the pants look pretty good too. I do like the gold paint that they use. It's very shiny, you know what I mean? Which is how her overalls did look in the movie there. And we do get like a diamond shaped pattern all throughout the overalls as well. We get a few sculpted wrinkles on them. Also, I like the little loop there. It's pretty cool looking. Knee joints blend in pretty well. Lower legs get a few sculpted wrinkles. The boots there resemble the color and everything of the overalls. And they look fine, man. And the bottom of them, not too much going on there. So overall, it's, to me, the biggest disappointing thing about this figure is there's no shading on the overalls or her hair or anything like that. So it does make the figure a bit bland, in my opinion. I think shading really does make a figure stand out so much more on your display, and it's a shame that this figure has none at all. But besides that, the detail on this figure was handled extremely well. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, this Birds of Prey Harley Quinn is included with an okay amount of stuff. And another cool thing about this figure, as I did mention before, if you do have the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, you can swap accessories with both figures. You could swap the heads with both figures, and keep in mind, if you put this head on the Suicide Squad one, the neck joint might pop off the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn's neck, so you might have to use pliers to take it out the head here. But you can swap heads with them. You could also swap hands with both figures as well, but since this one has a gloved right hand, you can't really use it with this one here since she has bare hands. I mean, you can if you want, that's up to you though, but it is cool that you can swap accessories with both figures. But what we do get with the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn, we do get 3 interchangeable faces. And starting all the way on the left, we do get the head sculpt that does come on the figure out of the packaging, which is the smiling face sculpt. And as I mentioned, they did an excellent job capturing the likeness of Margot Robbie. Then in the middle, we do get the open mouth smiling head sculpt, or maybe a laughing type head sculpt. And just like the one on the left, they did a fantastic job with it, and it does look like Margot Robbie once again. Then finally on the right, we get the lollipop in the mouth head sculpt, and that one does look like Harley Quinn as well, but I do like the very menacing look to it as well. If you have her head tilted down a bit, she does look kind of evil right there, so I do like that expression they did capture with that head sculpt right there. And we do get some fantastic paint and sculpt work throughout all 3 head sculpts, and the way you swap them along with the pigtails is very simple, and I'll show you how to do that right now. And swapping the head on Harley Quinn is very simple, as I mentioned. So all you do is just pull up and it pops right off the barbell type joint. You do have to unpeg the pigtails here like so. Take whichever head sculpt, peg the pigtails into the peg holes there like that. Whoops, I didn't peg that in all the way. There's one. Let's get this one back in. There we go. Then go back to the figure here and then just pop the head right on the joint, and then there you go. As simple as that. So we do get the 3 interchangeable head sculpts, and then we also get her smiley face mallet, and then we do get some interchangeable feet, which are some roller skates. So we do get the mallet here, and I love how there's a smiley face right on the mallet on both sides right there. Thought that was pretty cool. We get some very nice paintwork. I did not notice that, unless it's supposed to be like that because a chip of wood is taken out of it. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like that. I don't think they would mess something up that bad. You can see it's even sculpted and everything, so that I am 99.9% sure it's supposed to be like that. But the paintwork is handled really well on the mallet there. The handle looks fine too. She does grip onto it perfectly, so we do get her cool mallet there. Then we do get her roller skates, which I'm definitely going to have my Harley Quinn displayed with the roller skates here. And these look great, man. I love the shiny paint to the red stripes and the blue on there, even on the gold on the back. Really cool looking, man. And then the skates themselves look fine too. Then we do get the bumper on the front there, and they're very easy to swap out. I will show you how to do that right now quickly. And the way you swap her feet for her roller skates, now the joint is going to be on an angle a little bit, so you have to pull the foot off a bit on an angle. See how it's angled? So be sure to pull forward. Yeah, and that'll pop right off the joint. Now, they do have an L, you can see right there, and then the other one does have an R on it, so you know which one goes on which foot. And same thing for her her regular shoes there. And then you have to pop that on an angle. Mine don't make a pop when I get them on there, but you could tell when it's on the figure there. Let's get the right one on, and then there you go. Pretty simple to swap her feet, not too difficult there. And the rollerblades do look much better once you have them on Harley Quinn here. So we do get that stuff, and then we finally get 8 alternate hands. And starting all the way on the top right here, we do get some open palm type hands, which are the ones that do come on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do get another pair of open hands, but I really hate these hands. These are the same type of hands we got with the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I mean, who stands there with their hands like that, you know? So we do get those. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How's everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video, and then we do get a pair of gripping hands here, and you could have a grip onto her mallet, or if you have Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, you could have a grip onto the bat as well. And then we do get a pair of lollipop holding hands, and we do get some very nice sculpt and paint work throughout all 8 hands, and we do get all her rings sculpted and painted on there as well, which look pretty cool. And the gripping hands and the open palm hands, the peg hole for the wrist joint is on an angle. These two are not though, so just keep that in mind when you're swapping them. And they are fairly simple to swap out, a lot easier compared to the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and like I always say, that's a good thing she don't want to risk breaking a wrist joint on your figurine. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Harley Quinn, to the very top of her head, it looks like she's a little bit over 5 inches and 3/4 of an inch tall. And then here she is compared to the SH Figuarts Justice League Wonder Woman, the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Harley Quinn, and the DC Collectibles Icons Harley Quinn. And as you can see, both SH Figuarts movie version Harley Quinns are the same height. And then here she is compared to the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad Deadshot, the Mafex Suicide Squad Joker, the Mezco 112 Clown Prince of Crime Joker, and the Mezco 112 Silver Knight Batman. And I think she scales well with all of these figures here. And then here she is compared to the Mafex comic version Deadpool, the SH Figuarts Infinity War Black Widow, the SH Figuarts The Dark Knight Joker, and the Mafex 2.0 Joker. And then here she is compared to the Storm Collectible Sector, the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here she is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku, and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. Moving on to the articulation, Harley Quinn does have some pretty good movement. So we do get 2 joints at the neck here. We have a barbell type joint at the upper neck, and I believe we do at the lower neck as well. So with both joints, I'm just going to show both joints together. You can get her to look up pretty well. A little bit of a gap in the lower neck there, but you can hide it with the necklace, which is cool. And then with both joints, you can get her to pretty much look directly down, which is awesome. Then you do get a really nice pivot combining both those joints at the head and the neck. And then of course they do both swivel. Then we do have a bob peg for the pigtails, so they can move back and forth, up and down, and swivel. So I do like that the pigtails are articulated. Then we do get a joint, as I mentioned before, at the torso, which is pretty much pointless. Then we do get one at the waist as well. As you can see, the torso joint, you can't even really move it forward and back. You can get slight pivot out of it, but really that's about it. And a little bit of swivel there. Where you're going to get most of the articulation is going to be at the waist here. And whoops, sometimes the overall pieces, they're tucked into the pants and they'll pop out sometimes, so you just gotta tuck them right back in there. But she can crunch forward just a tiny bit. Goes back much better, as you can see. Very nice pivot, but you do see some pretty ugly gappage there. Same with the other side. And you do get swivel there as well. So mainly the waist, you're going to be getting the articulation out of that, and the torso there. The shoulders here, we do have a very nice circular motion out of the shoulders. Some people might not like the gaps that you see there. They did put a little bit of a cup on there to hide the joint, but it's not fully hidden, as you can see there. We do have a butterfly joint in there as well, which is definitely effective. You can get her to crisscross her arms, so that joint definitely does work. And then the arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely dope. They do go up and down. We do not have true bicep swivel, so you will have to either use it at the shoulder there, or you could use it at the single jointed elbows, and they do bend in pretty much all the way, which is awesome. Then you do get the swivel where the joint connects into the bicep, and a little bit of swivel where it connects into the forearm. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so that does swivel and hinges back and forth. Then the legs here, Harley Quinn can kick forward a lot more than 90 degrees, so you could have her do her high kicks, which is cool. Goes to the back just a tiny bit. Let's see if she can. Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and Harley Quinn almost can Van Damme it, so pretty good leg movement with Harley here. Then we do get just a little bit of a hip swivel there, not too much. We do have the double jointed knees that do bend back pretty much all the way. Some people might not like how the knee joints are more of just a regular plastic color instead of a shiny gold, so some people might not be too happy about the knee joints there. Then the ankles here, they do swivel. They are on a ball hinge just like the wrists. They do hinge up pretty good, hinge down really well, and then if you move the joints side to side, you could pretty much get a 90-degree bend ankle pivot, which is awesome. Then we do get a toe hinge, which I did not notice at first. So overall, her articulation, for the most part, I think is a little bit better compared to the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, besides the torso area, and she was actually pretty fun to pose around. I did have fun taking pictures of this Harley Quinn in different poses, and I'm about to show you some of those poses you can get her into right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, would easily give it an even 8. Articulation, I'd also give it an even 8. Accessories, I'd give it an even 7. And then the overall quality, I would give an even 9. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did have mine imported from Japan from Ami, but Agelessgeeks should eventually get this in stock. So you can check over at their website at agelessgeeks.com. And when you check out, use code name Daredevil and you will get yourself a bit of a discount. If you can't find something on their website, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it, but thanks for watching. I will see you later. Pink does the SH Figuarts, Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Damn it. On the bottom, we do get the Taki and Booba. Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Harley Quinn, and the DC Icons Harley Quinn again. That's a lot of Harley Quinns. The SH Figuarts just... Damn it, that's Suicide Squad, not Justice League. Suicide Squad Deadshot, the Mafex Choppy Versa. So what we do get with this Birds of Prey Harley Quinn, my god, how many times I can't talk, damn you, Daredevil. And the way you swap her feet for her rollerblades, why did I say rollerblades so weird? Rollerblades. So now for the articulation, Harley Quinn does, damn you, Holly. Guess the joke's on me.